Portage High School students are celebrating our state's 200th birthday by participating in the Bisontennial Public Art Program. The program centers around a life-size sculpture of a bison that acts as a canvas for communities to celebrate the state's birthday with their own local flair. The students jumped at the opportunity to make their mark, taking great pride in their work and their community.
I was chosen. Miss Rupsich came up to me and she said, we'd like you to be on the Bison project. We know that you're very good with detailing and that you always have like a positive spin on like what they call challenging. I say it looks like, looks fun. So that's kind of what it is for my eye for detail.
For me, I took up drawing like at a really young age, so I've always drawn, and then painting I didn't take up till freshman year, and I actually have like 3 giant murals in my Latin room, so that's why they threw me in there, I guess.
The workflow of the Bison was kind of just mainly like, there were some exceptions of just some people having certain specific tasks to work on, and then other people it was kind of just work a little bit on this side for one day and then someone else works on that side the next day and you move to the other side. It's kind of just that to kind of blend all of our styles together. Yeah, the planning process that I did to make the steel mill was I went basically like Google and looked up steel mills that are here in Northwest Indiana, kind of got my reference photos there, and took that picture, put it into a program, kind of like merged them together to get like a visual of how it looked. And I just took like a chalk or pastel and just sketched it lightly over it and then went to work.
I worked on the buck. That was my last finishing touch on it, so I only had a day to work on it and throw it together.
I worked on the base that it stands on, and it was different because it was my little pet project. Nobody else worked on it, and I didn't have as much time because it came in late. So
I worked on the sky, the trees on the other side, the farm field, and the coal in front of the mills.
I worked on a lot of the fine details. I did a lot of the grass, a lot of the greens, the flowers, the leaves, tree bark. I did a chipmunk, I did a rabbit, just the little things.
I had the privilege to actually draw the barn and the house. It was kind of a challenge, but it was fun to do. With the bison, I basically painted like the base of it and some flowers, and I painted a bird. I painted a little chickadee.
I made a cardinal, and that was probably the biggest thing that I had to focus on. I was nervous about messing it up and then somehow having to fix it, and then it just, that was the most frustrating part, I think.
The positive part of working the bison, the part I enjoyed was at the end of every day, taking a step back, peeling the paint off from where I had to make straight lines for the stem and looking at it as a whole, saying, wow, this is really coming together. It's looking great. I can't wait to see it when it's finished.
Well, the Bisontennial is basically the Indiana's 200th celebration, and it's a big deal for our school because certain places were chosen, and out of all of Indiana, we were one of the few that were chosen.
We're all students that worked on it as compared to other bisons that I've heard about, that it wasn't just students. So that's just really amazing to me, and knowing that it's going to go around the state and everyone in the student body is going to see it and they know that we were the ones behind it. So that's how it's special to me.
For more information about the Bisontennial Project locally and statewide, visit iauw.org/bison.